Let's move on to one other thing that I was talking about speciality handles. With these speciality handles, we well, for me, I used them. I found out how poor they were overall, and they just end up being in a box for the rest of their life until I throw it out. So the benefit of having a tool that can do many more things than a normal handle will do, that's just so beneficial. It's a handle you grow with your work and with your skill. So what we got here, I'm going to talk about the ledger part, and then I'll basically finish this video off. And yeah, I could go on and on and on talk about this handle, why it's far more superior than other handles, but you know, I don't want to bore you. So what we got is, we got two joints. We got this joint here, angles, and we got this joint here. So what I want to do is, I want to make a handle that can bypass the ledge on a pole. So what I do is I tilt the angle arm, and now that allows me to have a ledger. So this stays in 10 degrees, but now this moves. So now I've got that much of a ledge to close out on, and I've got the benefit of having a wash and wipe all in one tool. I don't have to change the tools over, and I've got an ability to either have a pivot or a stiff action. Now with a stiff action, you're limited to doing pull downs. Some people like doing that. What I like to do is, if I have a swivel handle, I can still, it's something you've got to get used to. I'm going to do it one-handed. I'm still able to manoeuvre around the glass. I could do the edges first, and then I can just come down the glass, and I can still fan it, so I can overall get the job done with a high quality finish. So that allows me to work, be more versatile than any ledger that's out there on the market. Because even if you've got a swivel ledger, because the swivel's down right down here, you've got no control of movement. All you can do is straight pulls, and you have to change the tools over, wash and wipe, unless you somehow get a washer attached to the end of the channel and use it as a tool like this. But you just have more quality control with this. So what this tool actually offers is all the different versatility that speciality handles offer, as well as normal handles, but it does the job so much better. It's more sensitive than the pivot handles that are out there, different brands. It's more adaptable, user friendly for leisure work, and them two are the most sophisticated types of handles there are on the market to do tricky, more involved types of work. So it's a handle that will evolve with your window cleaning career. So one handle will, as long as you look after it and it still works and it's still functional, it will cater for all your window cleaning needs. Well, one more thing that I'll talk about quick before I shut the video off is, why do I use, as a standard handle, okay, why do I use this on commercial work and not say a ledge easy handle? Right, so with all the different ledges you've got out there, when it comes to closing out, I've got the ability to either have it very flat or very hooked, and also with the hooking, that allows me to do two things on a pole or in the manual, in the hand. If I'm in a tight confined area, there's a wall there, there's a window there, I can get right down here because I've got this extra hook. And same if I'm very close to the glass and I need to clean the windows and there's a wall behind me or a bush, that hook allows me to get behind obstacles, and even further if I've got the pivot. If it's more flat, then it's got to be out here for the capture angle for the window and the solution. So it allows me to get in tight spaces, or when I'm tight, very high, close to the glass, I need to get a high window done. that ability to change. And as I said, with my hand, I've got the ability to close out on many different jobs with different frames, with the varying angles. So it's much more versatile than any wide body handle or ledge easy. But for just domestic window cleaning work, I only use one in the hand, and that's for patio doors. A lot of patio doors do have wide frames to them, so that's the only reason why I take this on residential work. The rest of my handles, because residential work in the UK is very basic and simple, I stick with standard, obviously different angled. I've angled the squeegee handle to work more effectively with these channels. Very important. It's a real good time saver to just bend your handles flat, and the ability of your control, it's really handy to do with for your handles. But I don't really, because it's not complex work, I don't really need 4 or 5. As you know, I take up to 7 squeegees with me when I'm doing residential. I only need 1, and this is just for patio doors really. Sometimes they're or you know, big large panes. Sometimes they've got wide frames, so that's the only reason why I use an accelerator. But it is a handle that you can work from standard, very basic, to really complex jobs. One handle does it all. For my evolution of my work, I've got a load of handles worth, I would say, maybe £350 if they were brand new. 300, 400 pounds. They're just redundant, they're just rubbish. They're rubbish because my skill outperforms the ability of how they work. And some people might think, well, you can't be that skilled if you're you can only go as far as the tool. Yeah, you can only go as far as the tool actually. If the tool can only do certain things, unless you modify it somehow, you're limited to what the tool offers you. That includes being stiff or rigid, or the angle. If you start manipulating the angles, you can do better things, more sophisticated things. But if it's just a standard handle, you can't get past the barrier of what it's capable of doing. So hopefully I've rambled. It's probably over 20 minutes this vid. I've outlined the reasons, the benefits of this handle over any other handle, the reasons why I use it the way I do, you know, it goes hand in hand. This is the most versatile. It's like the Swiss Army knife of squeegees, with the you know, with the sharpest knife in the tool being the liquidator. So overall, this is a huge time saver. But of course, if you don't have the right soap solution, and you don't have the control, and you don't have the ability, it's just as good as every other tool that you've got in your arsenal. So having a Ferrari is only useful if you can use it. Now, I only use a van to get from A to B. Now, there are other vehicles that are more efficient and precise and better, but because I'm only used to driving a van, I drive it how it's meant to be used. If I start driving a high performance vehicle to work, I might get there a little bit quicker, but I'm not going to handle it as well. And really, it's not designed, a high performance tool is designed for a certain application, not for really going for work. But what the example I'm trying to get across is, this is like the Ferrari of squeegees. It allows you to do so much more things with high precision, with high accuracy, that other handles don't offer. And as I said, if you've got the control and the accuracy, you will work a lot quicker overall. Maybe not per pane, but overall, systematically, you will work much quicker. And the better you become, the quicker you become. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's raining, we've got some metal roof up here, and it makes a bit of a noise, so hopefully you can hear me all right and see what I'm doing. I'll shut the video off, and that's my talk on accelerator handles, and how I was inspired to come up with it.